Hi, Godspeed. This channel is against the Big Bang and against the current view of astronomy. This video is about the Crab Nebula or Messier 1. I started a list about Messiers, many of Messiers. Messier lived in 1700s. I started this channel with some images with the Crab Nebula. Okay, and Messier catalog is the first one in the Messier catalog. So if they knew it from 1700s. Okay, so what I want to tell you in this video, the Crab Nebula could not be an explosion or a supernova. An explosion comports like this. So the light, like in a bomb, and like in a bomb, if it produces light, if you give a atomic bomb at night, it will make light and then it will extinguish. No, so if this Messier is seen constantly, is seen because it emits light constantly from 200 and some years. Okay, maybe you will discover that it is more old known. So you can see the Messier with a telescope from Earth. Since the Messier lived in 1700s and it was the first one in his catalog. You make then an oblong thing and you see like this square are maintaining that constellations. So it cannot be a supernova. It cannot be, because the light, when something emits it from explosion, and it was going to be dark again. You cannot have a 200 years explosion. And this thing was filmed in 1950s, and there are pictures and they are compared. So because there's some movement there. There's a movement. And if not a supernova does this, it could not be a supernova. Supernova don't exist even. Okay, nothing explodes. They invented it only. That if it is a burst of light, it is not an explosion. A burst of light from stars, because the stars are not like our sun. Our sun, if it has a burst of light, it will be stable. It's a stable production of light. But nobody conditioned that all the stars could be like this. So what is Crab Nebula? It is a star. I told you, like fish in another video, you name them conceptual fish, stars, but there could be some crazy stars, and this Crab Nebula is some crazy fish, a crazy star, but it is a star. How it functions? The Crab Nebula spreads something that surrounds it. If you have material in explosion, I've told you, produce light and it will be darkened then, because the light, it is a steady function between energy and you have to have a steady electrical circuit. movement to produce light. So 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 if it was is going to be an explosion, it was the explosion, the remaining of explosion could not produce light if and only in the remain of the explosion would be something that maintains some electrical constant properties to emit light. So what I'm telling you now, you see I put you this picture, the Earth from the moon. At an eclipse, you cannot see only half of the planet. It's not because the other half is missing, but this only part that is illuminated. You see, like these bulbs, and the dark side you cannot see it, but you know for sure that the Earth is not missing. In this picture, I put you second time from the Earth, from the moon, from Apollo mission. But you cannot see the matter. What I'm telling you is that the Crab Nebula is a star put in matter. Like in an ocean, in a cloud of water, liquid and gaseous, and it is submerged there, and it is making something like this, and it distributes or departs the matter from near vicinity. How do you say? He spreads it. It's okay, and in the time he makes these things, he produces light. And at a supernova, you cannot have. I will tell you this some other time, if not prior video. You cannot have the star in the middle and the explosion. You cannot be dead and alive in the same picture, okay? Only if you falsify it somehow. So the star is, like in many cases of Hubble picture, planetary nebulas, they are called more often. Not that have planets. This is the name. With object and clouds of light in a near vicinity. The object could not be the explosion and with the explosion, the star with the explosion. So, what is Crab Nebula? It is a star, but more important than this is that it vibrates and is put in matter. You have the impression wrongly that the stars are like our sun, and the stars are not like our sun. Oh, and you do not know that our galaxy is spherical and small, has only 26 billion kilometers in diameter, in radius, and at the border of our galaxy there are 26 billion kilometers maybe from the last star of matter, of clouds of matter that surrounds our galaxy, the only thing that we can see. And the stars are even small objects like this, and they are put in matter. At the border of our galaxy there is a circuit, like in the thundercloud. There is an electromagnetic circuit, and there is matter, and 90% of the stars are not suspended in a void space like our sun. There is like there is mountain on Earth. There are clouds. You understand? There is not a flat terrain. There is like geography at the border of our galaxy with clouds and different things, and the stars are there. From Pluto, 20 hours with the speed of light. It is enormous, but it is only. And the Crab Nebula is like a star like this, and it is I've told you, like fish. Not all the stars are the same, because you can produce light in different manners. And God, this is what demonstrated. And Crab Nebula, it is a star put in a cloud that vibrates. You see in the pictures, you can see even concentrical, like in the water, when a body will hit the surface of the water, makes concentrical circles. From the crab nebula, it's a real picture. The pictures I'm not making them, okay? I'm taking them from Hubble. They're not all from Hubble. They're amateurs pictures and things like this. So if it was known since 1700, my Messier catalogued, it could not be an explosion 200 years explosion. You could not have an explosion in 300 years, okay? You cannot have this. You see, physically impossible. So if an explosion, once the matter will go away from the center of the explosion and the cloud will darken, the light will be extinguished. So if the Messier filmed them and cataloged them in 1700 and it's filmed and cataloged right now, it means that has a constant something that is getting away from it. So it is matter, is demonstrated that has matter surrounding and it is ejecting it. 200 years it is ejecting it because that is the way how it is functioning, that specific star. Okay, this is everything I wanted to tell you in this video about Messier 1. I will make about many Messiers. You cannot speak in one video everything about astronomy. That is why you are being tricked at this hour. I could tell you like them, the Big Bang, 3.7 billion years, exploded, soup, quark soup, and star formation. I know this thing, but they're false. So if you want to make a correct opinion, you will watch some of my videos on my lists and you understand. I don't lie. I do not lie. The humankind, it is tricked by demons. Our galaxy is surrounded by matters and the stars are small, and they do not want their star like this. I've told you many times. They do not want to find out what it is beyond our galaxy. There are galaxies that you say that are galaxies wrongly from sci-fi movies are a cumulus of small objects like this, putting clouds. They are only stars. They are not gravitational systems. I explained to you gravity. Gravity is only spherical, like this. Energy equal mass to be zero, to be a perpetual round motion. This is what gravity means. So if you have galaxies that are not ground, they are not gravitational systems. Like this, stay bound together. You see, they are not gravity bound. They are somewhere and they are still connected somehow, like this rock. The galaxies are staying together because they are small objects that produce light. In a sense, they are stars. A galaxy is only a star, or a cumulus of stars, like an installation, like with few of central that are big stars, and the rest of them that are small objects, maybe even like this, that produce light. So I've told you many things this video, but mainly about Messier 1. Goodbye, God bless. Coffee science about Messier 1.